Hello and welcome, everyone. I just wanted to thank you for your participation and interest. So, Sahaja Yoga is a great message. This message came by Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. This is the time that with this human awareness, with human understanding, we can see what's happening in our beautiful world. So it's the time that we have to elevate this consciousness, this understanding of human beings. Always in our evolutionary process, it was like that. When the human beings went too much away from the righteousness, right way, then an aspect of divine came by some prophet or incarnation to bring back the human beings in the track with the higher awareness, with the higher understanding, with higher senses. So now the message is that within us, this machinery is built, is ready for us to make another jump in our evolution. And that's this energy of Kundalini, motherly energy, has to awaken, enlighten 7 chakras, and then connect us with the new state of being, which we call as a meditation or thoughtless awareness. Then when this living experience happens, then by meditating at least morning and evening, just we have to allow this system work by themselves. We cannot do much. We just have to sit and expose ourselves to this divine force with all these powers are within ourselves. That's the way somehow we can ascend, we can grow spiritually. Should be effortless. We don't have to do anything. So then we learn little by little that we have to introspect ourselves with one level higher from the top of our head, because our attention now is connected. The fontanelle bone area is open. So we are connected to this higher state. And from there, we can see ourselves much better, much clearer. We can know where we are doing wrong. Then we will have this vibratory awareness, which is the new awareness, which is, we can say, the language of the spirit, because it's awakened within us. We try to not use our brain to analyze, to criticize, to judge, but we use our vibratory awareness. Through that vibratory awareness, we get the truth of everything. Then little by little, we can see our attention is subside. We get more subtle within ourselves, because our attention is always outside. We react whatever we see. And then when we get connected to this higher consciousness, we call it as a collective consciousness, then we have this feeling of being one with each other. It's not just sitting round table, all the politicians, oh, let's talk about the peace, let's talk that we are one. No, actually it has to happen. It's an actualization. It's not just mental process. then when we change, then when we transform, then you will see there will not be any more war, there will not be any more killing, there is no any more this kind of greed, nothing at all. So that's why it is kind of emergency, it is a judgment time. That as much as possible you have to give this self-realization to others, enlighten their attention, that through that attention they can feel this peace, this joy, this satisfaction within. And they don't want to trouble, they don't want to do anything alarmic. So that's why we as a Sahaja yogis have all over the world, most of the cities and villages, we have centers, we have online meditation. Whoever desire can go and have this self-realization, start transforming themselves in this higher state of being. So if it's awakened within me, this energy, I can awaken in thousands. And if it is you awaken, you can awaken in thousands. It's the time, it's the blossom time. So whoever come to our session, whoever get self-realization, can try. To your family members, to your friends, to your colleagues, just raise with your hand this energy, then put your hand on top of their head. Then you can feel something is happening. A kind of cool breeze is coming up. Then suddenly you feel this person is feeling so joyful, so peaceful. And what they have to do, just 5-10 minutes morning, evening, just sit and raise this energy. And then this machinery is working. It's like an engine of the car. When you put it on, you don't do anything else because everything is arranged. It's working by themselves. So today we are going to talk about this heart center, which is a very important center. But before that, we just raise our kundalini, give ourselves a bandhan, and try to be in the meditation to absorb the vibration. So 3 times we just raise this motherly energy of kundalini, bring it to top of our head, and we make a knot to stay there. We do 3 times. The 3rd time we do 3 knots. And this energy stay there. Then bandhan to protect ourselves. When this cool breeze is coming up here, we just make a aura around ourselves to protect ourselves during the meditation. 7 times. Just put both of our hands open in our lap. Just relax. If you want to close your eyes, you can. Just try to absorb. So this center of the heart is behind our sternum bones in the next to our heart. And this chakra has 12 petals and is the chakra of the mother of the universe, which protect us. So when we were born until 12 years old, this center produce antibodies, take care of our immune system. That when 12 years old, then goes all over our body and spread everywhere to protect us. So these antibodies, they know their enemies very well, and they are, as we can say, like a warrior, is a kind of battlefield within us. And whenever there is an attack from outside invader, so they get together collectively and start fighting. And whenever we are afraid, so our breathing gets faster, and then we have this rhythmic, that the heartbeat start palpitating. So this palpitation is nothing but the sign to all these antibodies, then get ready, there is an emergency, there is an attack. So then they start moving around. So it's very important that while we are growing, we are little babies, that our parents should be loving, should be secure, should be compassionate around of the child. Maybe many parents, they don't know. They said, oh, this is a little one. Then they start shouting at each other, fighting. So all this negative vibration of them will kind of block the center, that they cannot make enough, sufficient of these antibodies. And then when they start growing, going to the school, they have problem. They cannot, they are not secure within themselves. So they are suffering from this fear, from this insecurity. And when they grown up, then a kind of person which is very left-sided, very negative, always is afraid of darkness, afraid of people, afraid of everything. So it's very important that during the child is growing, he wants that the parents are loving and peaceful and secure. When the parents are secure, then the child also will be secure. So it's very important. So now, especially ladies, they must be very careful because they are mothers, so they are worries about the husband. If the husband come late in the night, they are worried. They worry about the house. They are worried about the money. They are worried about their children. When the child come late, then she start panicking. And this palpitation of the heart is there. Then this palpitation sign, all the antibodies come, there is emergency, there is but actually is nothing. This fear is self-made. It's not real. So that's why one time the child is late, two times the child late. Every time somehow we reach to the point that this breast cancer of the ladies is because of this. Because for nothing at all, this heartbeat is there, or this all antibodies are there, working, getting together, but in reality, nothing is happening. So one thing is very important, that we think loving is being attached. So if we think like that, then if something happened to our family or to our children, to our countries, to our friend, then we get upset. Then, especially if it's for our children, then seems all the world fall down. So we have to learn that little by little, the loving is not being attached. Loving is living energy of divine love, which we have, ocean of that. We have to just see that we are not attached to them. Otherwise, the center will create so many problems. Even sometimes this lung cancer is because of the center, or heart attack. So sometimes also the mothers are kind of fanatic about cleaning, about their children. They have to be very clean. They don't make dirty. They have walk straight. So much of discipline, which is not okay for the children, because innate the children, they have these qualities within themselves. They have this dignity within themselves. So the parents should kind of leave this freedom for them. Of course, there is barrier, boundaries. You have to find out where is our boundary with our children. So this fear is a big problem, because nowadays employees are afraid of their boss, and the boss is afraid of their boss, and their boss is afraid of higher and the minister are afraid of the president, and president are afraid of the people. So, and so much we identify sometime with our position that we forget we are human beings. We are that minister, we are that president, we are identifying that much with whatever is our role in the society. So when the center, then when the Kundalini is awakened, reach to the center, awaken this mother of the universe. So what happening? First of all, she start protecting you. She start bringing additional antibody for our protection, built up more antibodies. And then she gives us this security. But this security is from within ourselves. It's the security of the spirit. Because usually we are secure in the bank account or with our work or with the house we have. If something happened, then security is gone. We are afraid. Also, we have to know that we all human beings are the children of one God. So we have been made the same principle. We are in the same path in our evolution. And we have carried the same divinity within ourselves. There shouldn't be any fear from anybody. So we have to, this center has got 16,000 channels to organize all this protection from us. Sometimes also, if we're planning too much for the future, then what's happening? Our ego is growing, and covering our fontanelle bone area, because the seed of our heart is here in our fontanelle bone area. Then when the fontanelle bone area is closed, then the heart is closed. And that's why we're feeling depressed, we're feeling kind of so many problems. So we have to try to put some attention in this center and try to awaken this protection of this mother of the universe, which really can make miracle within us. Okay, we are going now for meditation. Just close our eyes and just relax. As we always say, we don't do anything. Let all this subtle system work by itself. This Mother Kundalini just awaken and like a mother take care of us. Just expose ourselves to this divine bliss. And now we bring our right hand, put on our central heart, in this sternum bone. Try to keep our attention in this center. And we can just ask, Mother, please give me the security of the spirit, the security which is within me. Please, Mother, cleanse all of my fear, all of my worries. Just feel in this moment, we are not afraid of anything. We are not worried about anything. This is all mental, all self-made. Just feel we are secure within ourselves. Mother, make me secure in the whole world. Feel that this chakra is expanding. Feel this mother with ocean of compassion and love want to help us to cross this border of ocean of illusion. Just we bow to her from within ourselves for whatever she is doing for us. And we have to promise her that we are not going to have any fear. If the child is late, okay, what we have to do? We just call some of the friends, see if they went somewhere. If he's not going to the school, and see what's happening without creating sicknesses within us for nothing at all. And we have to have this faith that God is there, His protection is there. Mother, please give me the courage to stand on the truth. Even when you're sitting somewhere, you're watching something in TV, you can put your hand always in the center. Give some vibration to the center. We had so many people, especially ladies, has this problem of breast cancer, and they got cured. So now with our hand, we go around of the center and take all our fear and worries and offer to Mother Earth. Just try to feel is happening. Reality is happening because our hand now has power. Okay, now we bring down our hand and just merge to this great ocean of silence. And just become one with this ocean. Like a drop become the ocean and lose its identity. We try to do the same. If any thought comes, just don't go behind it. Don't identify. Don't involve yourself with that thought. Let it come and go. Just tell no this thought. No, I don't want this. No. Until you get back to that silence. Okay, now we can bring one hand in top of our head. See if you can feel this breeze is coming up. It can be warm, it can be hot. It doesn't matter. Because when you feel this heat, it means this Kundalini is like a fire, but this fire is cooling down. So burn all the negativity, whatever blocking our chakras, and bring it out of our head, throw away. So that's why you feel this heat is coming up. That means she's working until it get cooled down. That means then on the path of here, everything is okay, is cleansed. You can feel with the other hand. It's very good. Now you bring your hand in front of you. So now there is no thought. Means our mind, it doesn't tell us anything. Doesn't judge, doesn't criticize, doesn't tell this is good, this is bad, or anything. So we are connected with the spirit. The language of the spirit is this vibration. Now you can see your hand, first of all. Which hand is more hot, more heavy? Left hand or right hand? Or tingling more? If you feel your left hand is more hot, more tingling, more heavy, that means you are on the moon side, on the left hand side. You are too much in the past. You are not enough active. You are passive. You don't want to get up, you don't want to do this. There's a lot of desire, but there is no action. So if you find out where you are, then in the base of that, you can act. Go run, go walk, go to gym. To balance, it's very important that these two channels are balanced. Those who feel right hand hot or tingling or heavy, that means you are opposite. You are too much active, too much thinking about the future, planning. Your voice is always high, dominating. So you know that you have to calm down, rest more, to cool down the system. Put some ice pack in your liver and do this foot soak, this bowl of water with a handful of salt. Put your feet in the cool water. You have to cool down the system because you get too much energy from the sun, and sun is hot. The moon, you have to warm it up. Means use the candle. I showed you a few times in my meditation sessions. A small little candle in little bowl. Come to this left side channel. So this fire is burning whatever is negative in our left channel. You have to warm the system. So like this, when these two channels are balanced, then very easily this energy of Kundalini can pass here, because our thought comes here from the future and then from the past. One goes, one comes, one goes, one comes. Now when the Kundalini cross here, make a space that she can connect us with this new dimension. So now then, first of all, we have to balance ourselves. Left side, we said the left hand remain on our knees, right hand we put towards the Mother Earth, or if we're sitting on the floor, we put in the Mother Earth. So this Mother Earth cleanse our left channel, because you can see this chakra, Muladhara chakra, this is the left channel. So this made by this Mother Earth, this chakra. So will cleanse us. Or we can, because this left channel come here and start governing, take us to the past all the time. So we can bring up the right channel, bring down the left, few times. Like this, we bring down this left channel. Right is opposite. We can do right on our knees, left towards the sky. So automatically, this ether will cleanse excess of the heat from our right side and put ice on the liver. Or we bring up the left, bring down the right. Like this, we can balance. When we are balanced, and automatically you feel so relaxed, so because Kundalini is quickly can take us to this ocean of joy and peace and satisfaction. Okay. So now again, we check. It's much better. More we work with our hand on ourselves, use some elements also from that 5 elements. So you can see day by day, we feel much better. And it's so easy, so available. You don't have to, you need some candle, it doesn't cost anything. You need some water and salt for this food soak. You need the ice pack from the freezer. So everything is so easy and available. Okay, thank you very much for your participation, and hope to see you soon.